Hey guys, Korahor here with another video giving you an update on Path of Exile 2's update on 0.20G. In this update, they really changed a lot with loot, and I've already heard feedback from some of the other people I know playing a lot that loot is vastly improved. I'm going to highlight some ways to get to your corrupted nexuses faster, some tips on how to identify them, pretty standard tips on how to juice your maps with a couple of extra things thrown in. First things first, these are the kinds of areas that you're looking for. Areas with 3 towers in very close proximity so that you can juice a ton of maps with 3 effects of 3 towers. And that just enables you to really overload quantity, increase rare monsters, and rarity on these maps. Now, what I've been doing with these maps is using something called the Grand Project Precursor Tablet. It irradiates the maps, which is great because it increases the level, which obviously can increase the loot distribution, and all maps in range can be accessed. So I strongly recommend using this on the first map tower of the 3 map towers that you use, and try to have it be in range of those other map towers, or at least very close. Because now I can go straight to Bluff, and I can go straight to Mesa from putting it into this sinking spire right here. And that way I'm not doing any travel nodes at all whatsoever. I am just juicing the maps, not wasting any of them on not being able to juice them. There's some other unique tablets that you can use, obviously, Ritual, Breach, Expedition, all of that stuff. You can see if those are things that you want to use. And there's also another very expensive unique that removes irradiation from maps so you can run the juice map again. But those are like a divine or more. And right now, the grand projects are going for just under half a divine, maybe a bit more at the time of recording this video. So pick them up before you can't afford them, especially if you're early on, because not only is it great for juicing your maps, it's also super great for traveling. Because if you get this, then I can skip, 1, 2, 3, 4 maps to get straight to the 5th map that I want to be going to. So that just cuts down your travel time on getting to these corrupted nexuses. So as you can see, this area is corrupted right here, and that's obviously one tell. You can also see the corruption starting to spread here, and they've added this red fog in this most recent update to help you see that there's corruption there. But there's another way that you can identify corruption, and that's deeper in here, and you can also zoom in on a tower, and if you see little vines, that indicates that this is also a corrupted area. Just like here, I can zoom in, I can see the vines. So if you're not seeing the red area, you can zoom in on a map, and I know there's a corrupted area right here. One of the other tips, I see this area has corruption on it. I want to make sure that I cleanse the nexus before doing anything, because most of the corruption modifiers are not advantageous. And if you cleanse it, you also have a chance of dropping fracturing orbs, which at time of recording are around 25 exalts each. And I don't want to be running a map with 42% reduced quantity of items and only experience gain as a positive modifier. For the Atlas tree, there's going to be one major change. If you're using my guide, I'm going to be updating this on max roll. Basically, I'm taking points that were allocated on this side of the tree in quantity and grueling journey, and I'm moving them to be strictly in strong boxes. Why strictly in strong boxes? Because strong boxes, simply put, are fucking insane. Absolutely crazy. I've seen people dropping 8+ exalts out of one, 2 divs at a time out of one. The researcher strong boxes are really going to be what you want to spec into because they're absolutely crazy right now. GGG really did a number on buffing these, so strong boxes are absolutely worth it. Not only are researchers worth it, but armors, ornate, jewelers, really any strong box. It doesn't even matter because rare items now have a higher chance to be dropped at a tiered level. So that's the tier 2 through 5 that you see on some rare items. And that's just better because when you identify those, it's a lot higher likelihood that as you finish crafting it, it's going to be selling for multiple divs with those higher quality rarity items. So spec into Strongboxes, researchers primarily if you want currency. Obviously you can spec into some of the other ones if you want, but currency's king. You want to hear Maven moans. You want to hear dings. You want to hear tinks. You want to hear all of it, right? That's my main recommendation for changing up your atlas is these nodes in the bottom left. Rarity shrines, acceleration shrines, strong boxes. They're the bee's knees. When I get done with this video, I'll be hopping into stream, and I will also be running inscribed ultimatums, probably not tonight or right away, because I really want to be in my juiced maps, seeing the differences of the loot changes. But one of the big changes that I highlighted in my patch notes video was inscribed ultimatums. Instead of corrupted rare items that were just getting turned into regal shards or gold, those rewards are now random currency. So that could be regals, val orbs, alks, exalteds, chaos, whatever it is, you name it. I want to test this out really bad too, but I think maps is going to be the better place to be for right now. I'll make a breakdown after I've had a chance to run ultimatums and maps and see the comparisons. Obviously, the benefit of ultimatums is you can still get those Takabas, which are a div a piece right now, Jaquanis, which are like 40 exalts a piece, as Kappas, which are 21 exalts a piece, so on and so forth. That's really all I had for you. I wanted to make sure that I recorded this, got this out to you all so you have a good direction of where to go. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and end this recording and get into stream. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.